All right, I have a book recommendation for you folks. This came out earlier this year. This is Dylan Gottlieb's Yuppies. And amazingly, there hasn't actually been a book-length study on how yuppies came into being. And we do need to know this because we're seeing it happen again in New York City on steroids in the 2020s. Basically, early 1980s, the city was far more working class, and a lot of finance industries opened up and said, hey, here are some lucrative jobs. You just have to work your ass off, and this became the new norm. In collusion with property owners, landlords who committed all sorts of arson to drive out the poor. There came a point in which the financial industry replaced the manufacturing industry, and many poor people were displaced, just as we're seeing that happening in New York right now. Back in the 1980s, it was concentrated in Hoboken, the Upper West Side, and Park Slope. Now it's all over the city. One additional factor that nobody really actually remembers is that luxury food people, people like Zabar came in and he decided to charge $3 for a brownie instead of 70 cents. And suddenly it became a lifestyle, a luxury. When you start raising the food rates to obscene levels, only the rich and the upper middle class can afford these kinds of things. And that also led to a complete change of New York City. And if we don't stop what is happening in New York City right now, this place will become unaffordable to anyone who makes less than $100,000 a year, as I have mentioned before. This book really goes into it and looks at the entire rise of the yuppies from several different angles. He's a great scholar. There are wonderful footnotes. I do recommend this book, really. I've learned quite a lot about not only the history of this city, but also the nefarious and sinister shenanigans of landlords and the finance sector. It's happening again right now, and this is why we turn to history, because if we don't actually stop it, then it repeats itself. And I fear that what happened in the 80s is going to happen 10 times as worse in the 2020s, especially in the next couple of years.